Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of Command Central. Today we are going to be making spells in Minecraft. There will be a craftable wand, you'll be able to cast ice, fire, poison and healing, and that's all I have planned for today. So in order to craft yourself a wand, you throw a fishing rod and a bottle of enchanting and bam, you have a wand. How did I do this? Well, I added a new score which is called Wand 1, which is a dummy, and when I drop it down it sets that score to 1, provided that it's a fishing rod, and then it sets another score, an experience bottle, to 2, and when both of those things are detected, it summons a fishing rod which is enchanted with power 1, and with a lore you can do that with MC Stacker. In fact, you can do all of this with Mr. Guerretto's crafting guide. I will link that in the description, both of those, and then it will also kill... Wait, that's not right. And then it will also kill the ingredients that you've laid down once they both detect each other. And then after that, there is this, alright, so, you may have noticed, in the score, you can see a score which says wand held. Now, wand held is set to 0 whenever I am not holding the wand, and wand held is set to 1 whenever I am holding the fishing rod. How is this working? Well, it just detects if I'm holding it, so scoreboard player set or wand held to 2 if their selected item is a fishing rod with a tag of an enchantment of power 1. This tag is also available in MC Stacker, and you can figure that out. If not, then here's the entire tag after the scoreboard. Alright, so I have this other scoreboard objective, which is wand use. Now every time I use this fishing rod, it goes up. So why is that? Well, it's pretty simple. I've just gone scoreboard objectives add wand use, and then I've gone stat.use item Minecraft fishing rod, and then once I add that in, it will track how many times I use this. Now the one problem with that is it will just keep going up, so we need to set it back to 0 for both of these scoreboards. So what are we going to do? We are going to go scoreboard players remove all wand held minimum equals 1 of wand held 1. So if I have a score which is larger than 1, then it will set it back to 0, and we will see that when we add in this command here. And bam, back to 0 again. Geez, that was a mouthful. So Xavier, how are you going to detect what kind of spell you want to cast? Well, it's pretty simple. Any of these items in your 9th slot will make you cast the particular spell. So we'll chuck ice in our 9th slot, and then it will set a score to 1. So, hey, I've done it. I put the ice in my 9th slot, and look at the score, it goes up. I take it out, and it goes back down. So, how am I doing this? Well, it's a bit complicated. Same thing, scoreboard player set all wand ice 2, but only if my inventory with is count 1B with a slot of 8B, damage 0S, that doesn't really matter, and ID Minecraft ice. Make sure this is in quotations, because otherwise it will not work. So, you can see that. And then once all 3 criteria are set, the wand ice, the wand used, and the wand held, we can then cast a spell. Well, this is awesome. Let me explain to you what is going on. I cheated a little bit. Well, not cheated. I used Mr. Guerretto's facing motion generator. Thank you, Mr. Guerretto. Without this, I would not be able to do this crazy stuff right here. All you really have to do is put in your parameters and then keep the asterisks in the end, at the end, just to make sure it works. Otherwise, you have this problem where all of them get summoned at once. But basically, that's all you do, and then you just copy in the commands right here. So this is all it is. You can change the interval. I changed the interval from 23 to 45 because this only requires 8 command blocks to do. Oh wait, you can't use any fishing rod, you have to use the one. This system only creates 8 possible command blocks, so there's 8 possible orientations that the ice block can go. However, you can set it to 23, but that will require a lot of command blocks, but it will be more precise. If I look straight ahead, it kind of veers off to the side, and that can be a little bit annoying, but I like to say that this is a feature, because otherwise it will be too overpowered and too predictive. So, I've completed the mechanics for the ice. When you toss it, it does this, and when you hit the skeleton, it gets encased in ice until it eventually dies.
How did you do that?
Wait, what was that?
You mean, who the heck was that?
What? I'm trying to record a video. What are you doing here? Go away.
How did you do that?
What the hell is up with your hat?
It's a tulip.
Why are you wearing a tulip? Oh, never mind. Okay, so how did I do it? You'll notice the ice has been named, and that... Excuse me? Can you please just be quiet while I do this?
Sorry.
Alright, anyway. So, you go execute with a name equals cast ice, and you go scoreboard players set at E type equals not falling sand because we don't... Can you please just be quiet while I do this tutorial?
Sorry, am I not allowed to express my opinion?
No. You can do that in the comments section after the video.
Rude.
Shh.
Sorry.
Anyway, we're going to go set at E type equals not falling sand because we don't want the casting ice to set its own... You know what I mean, you're distracting me.
What are you talking about? I'm just standing here.
Oh, shush. Alright, so it's just to sort of stop it from affecting itself, and it will set the score wand ice to 10. And then we have this other command here which goes execute at all, and then it goes execute type equals not player. We don't want to affect the player, and then we'll go score wand ice minimum equals 1, and then it can be outside of the player's radius because we don't want it to affect this unknown entity that the fishing rod creates. And then we go fill with ice and replace air. So that will work with absolutely every entity. So if I just chuck a painting here, it will work with that too. Hey! Are you happy now?
Maybe.
You look 8 years old. Shouldn't you be like with your parents or something?
I'm 9. I can't handle myself.
You can't? What are you trying to say? Don't you mean you can? Ha! Grammar is bad. What do you want?
Make it so it uses experience. Otherwise it'll be too overpowered.
That's an awful idea. That sucks. That's a waste of XP.
Do you have any better ideas?
Oh, fine. We'll make it so it costs XP. Oh, I think she's gone now. But about the experience, she did raise a very important point that it should cost something, right? Because otherwise you can just spam all these ice cubes everywhere and you can grief your own server or something with all these ice cubes and be very powerful overall. So, we're going to make it cost glowstone instead. How are we going to do this? With the detect command. Yay! So look at the wand charge. When I step on it, glowstone disappears, but my charge goes up by approximately 100. So now we're going to make this cost. So we're going to go, execute E name equals cast ice. And then we'll go Google Plus, ignore it, scoreboard players, remove at all, wand, we'll go score wand charge minimum equals 1. Actually, we'll go remove at P. R equals maybe 5 of wand charge 1, so it will remove it. So, as you can see, the charge goes down by about 5, so it might be a bit underpowered at the moment, the removing effect. So I'm just going to increase this to 5 at the moment. Oh yeah, that seems powerful enough, I suppose. So I'm just going to set myself, set all, we'll go wand charge 0. Now, how much can one glowstone give us? 1, 2, 3, 4. That seems fair. That's about 1 use per glowstone dust, and glowstone is pretty abundant, so gives it a use now. So how did I make it the detect function? Well, pretty simple. We're just executing it with only one wand held minimum equals 1, detecting glowstone, and then we are adding the player with a wand charge of 100, and then we are going to remove the glowstone block. So now here I'm going to add another parameter. Scoreboard player set at all score wand charge minimum equals 1. Right, so that way I can't cast it anymore. Alright? But as soon as I can get myself some glowstone, whee, we can cast it again. Let's spam it, see how well we can do. Alright, and once we run out, we've run out. So unfortunately that's all I appear to have time for this episode. We are going to be doing the fire next episode, and perhaps if we still have time we will do the poison spell as well, and perhaps, even if you're very lucky, the healing. But I hope we don't run into her again. She was an annoyance. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a very beautiful day. I will catch you next time.